As you've seen it, this is the what problem I'm seeing with my HUMMER H2. Keep cranking, it does not start. Hello everyone, please welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you my HUMMER H2. This is year model 2008. As you've seen it, cranks it, but it does not start. After running the scanner, I found out the code. The fuel pump module is bad. So this video, I'm going to make it in two parts. The first part will be reworking the module, and if it works, we are good to go. And that will be a success job. But supposingly, if it does not work, then the part 2 will be getting a new module and replacing with the new one. And without wasting in time, let's get started. After plugging my scanner, I'm going to put the key into number 2 position, hook up the scanner. We're going to run the diagnostic and we're going to scan it. Look for GM model. And this is year model 2008. I'm going to look for HUMMER H2. So we're going to select powertrain and we're going to click next, and we're going to check for engine control module. And now we're going to read the code. And that's we are getting fuel pump relay control circuit, lost communication with the fuel pump control module, fuel pump relay control, and number 4 is the same thing. So we have fuel pump module is bad. The first step will be jacking up the HUMMER and putting dead jack and the wheel chokes on back of the rear wheels. Now I will go under the HUMMER and I'm going to show you where is the fuel pump module is located and how we can open it. The module is located right here. In order to open it, you press this clip and then pull this one out, and then you open it. Then this connector will come out. You just have to wiggle around and it comes out. Once the connector is open, and this is fuel module, and this one is held with the 1, 2, 3. This one has a Torx driver. What you need to do, if it's too tight, you just have to loosen it. Like one thread, and you just have to wiggle around like this. And as you heard, the big clicking sound, and this one opens up. As you see, 1 on this side and 2 on this side. And the way it works, they're open this much. And if you look at the holes, those pins goes inside the hole, then you slide it and it sits right there, it locks in. So that's how we open it. Now let's go out and rework it. The fuel pump driver goes bad. Because of the moisture, it gets corroded or it just dies. I already opened the screws. There are 4 screws, tiny screws, once it's open. And this one has a really solid seal, which I already braked it. Get a knife or get a blade, you just cut through the seal. The module opens up, so then you take it out, just like this. I would not recommend this brush on the circuit board itself. So if you're going to use a brush, or the brush bristles, they will break the connections or it will damage it more. So in this case, what happens is that once the moisture gets inside, and if you can see this one really looking ugly, and now I'm going to use an electronic cleaner on this one, and I'm going to clean it. These pins, I would say that brush them off, to brush them like this, and inside, make sure that it's nicely brushed from each side. So if there is any corrosion, what it does, due to the water that becomes a barrier between the contacts, then it causes the fuel module to fail. And this one looks like it can be repairable because I have to see it to believe it myself. I'm going to use the electronic cleaner. Once I clean it really well, I'm going to put this one back into the cover socket. And once we put it inside, then I'm going to try it, and if it starts working, then I'm going to unplug it again. Then I will seal it all the edges. So now I'm going to show you how I'm going to clean it up. This is the close-up. It looks really nasty. If you look at all over on the sides, you can see the corrosion, but at the bottom, really bad. This is the electronic cleaner, and I'm going to use this one. Also, it's a safe for electronic components. So I'm going to spray it all over and clean all the contacts. So it's not going to work after one clean. I'm going to clean it really well. And if you take a look, it's all corrosion, dirt is coming out. So as it dries up, and I'm going to make sure it's nicely clean. So take your time, no rush. So this is the 2 time of cleaning. Once it dries out, then clean it again. I'm going to make sure all the leads, you've seen how bad it was. And now they're looking better. And if I zoom in, it's already start to look better. Don't use brush or anything because you can break the solder joints. So now I'm going to put it this way. It's nicely cleaned up and it's all dried, and I'm going to put it together, and we're going to test this one first. And to test it, we're going to put this one back into our Hummer. At this moment, I'm going to put these screws back in. So as you've seen, it was a really ugly looking the circuit board, and I cleaned with electronic cleaner. I tried it and it did not work. Same thing, it was cranking up, but it's not doing anything. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this alcohol. I filled up the same part, and I'm going to put the module inside, and I'm going to let it sit for an hour or so. After 1 hour, I'm going to take it out, make sure it's dried, and then I'm going to try it again. You've seen it with the alcohol. I let it sit for 1 hour, and after taking out of the alcohol, I just shake it well, and then I spray it with the cleaner again, and now I'm going to try it and see if it works now. So I'm going to go down under the Hummer. Just the tips I wanted to share with you. On the connector, this piece can come off and the rubber can come off. So if they do come off, then just put it back in. And now we're going to place the rework module inside the holes, and we're going to slide it in, and it will snap in to those locks, and then we can use that torque driver and we can tighten it so it can stay there. And now the connector, we're going to put it back, and we're going to close it again. After replacing the module, we're going to test the codes. Now we're going to read it. Initially we are getting 4 codes. And after replacing the module, we're going to read it. Now it's showing 2 codes. And we're going to erase the codes and we're going to start it. Clear the code. Once there is no more code, and now we're going to start it. So we're going to start it. So after reworking the module, you've seen it, there was only 2 codes showing, which we cleared the codes, and now there is no more codes. Basically, with one crank and start. So that's how it's easy and simple to rework your module yourself. I'm not going to say it's going to work for you, but it did work for me. And as you can see, the Hummer is starting, it's working fine right now. And if you look at the module before, and take a look at this moment, I'm going to show it to you. Look how ugly it's looking. And after cleaning, it's all working fine. So I hope this video will motivate you and you can fix your Hummer yourself without taking to dealership or to the repair shop. If this video brings a smile on your face, like always, like, share and subscribe my channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please click on the bell notification and subscribe. Thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.